boredom more than anything else. I was just bored. I feel like the first year when I was a new mom, everything was kind of in a haze and I was just figuring things out, and every day was just about surviving. But then about a year into it, I'm starting to get comfortable with things, thinking, yeah, I can do this. I can keep these kids alive. And then the monotony set in. Day after day of just kind of doing the same thing and cleaning up after kids and feeding the kids. And I would wake up just dreading doing the same thing. It was boredom more than anything else. I was just bored. I wasn't using my creative spirit hardly at all. Picking up toys was such a chore. Part of the problem was just not knowing what to do with them. I had these baskets and boxes all over the place to throw them in, but even when I would do it and I would clear the mess and put them away in these boxes and bags, I still didn't feel satisfied. It still felt off to me. I made a couple attempts to try and sort all the toys out by like categories. So I put all the animals over there and all the food stuff in another, and it kind of worked, but I felt like when I had to put the toys away, I just had so many decisions to make, like what kind of toy is this? Where does it go? Which basket is this? Is this the pretend basket? And with my brain already being so fried from decision fatigue, from just keeping these tiny humans alive, it was just too much for me. And so I would just usually throw them all into a basket wherever I wanted to. But what I didn't realize is that it was really crushing my creative spirit because it felt unsatisfied. As an artist, I love making pretty things. I love taking chaos or nothing, turning it into something that's beautiful. And every time I was just tossing things wherever they wanted to go, I was squishing my creative spirit. One day I stood in my living room and I was surrounded just by this cloud of toys, and I had no space to breathe, I had no space to walk. I literally started kicking the toys into piles just to make some room to move. And without even realizing it, I kicked all of the green toys together into one pile. And something inside me just relaxed. Oh, yes, I made something pretty. I made something beautiful out of chaos. Within 5 minutes, I had taken all the toys and sorted them into like 8 piles. I had red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then white and black. And they were all lined up, and I had this beautiful rainbow, and it took me like 0 thought process. And my creative spirit was satisfied. Now, it didn't last that long. I mean, the kids destroyed it almost immediately, but it felt like I had actually accomplished something creative and beautiful. Maybe like rainbow sorting is not for you, but you can do this with everything, and you can do it with anything. Sort by materials, put all the fuzzy things in one basket and all the plastic things in another. And you can do this with everything. You can put all the red clothes together and then fold all of one color at the same time. When I do dishes, I always do it by categories. That way I don't have to think about what do I have to do next. I know I did a plate, I need to go find another plate and another plate until all the plates are done. The point is to find something that takes the least amount of brain power on your part but satisfies that creative spirit in you. Don't overthink it. It should be something that just comes naturally to you. It makes it so much easier to blitz through a task with using very little brain power but engaging your creative spirit. It's about letting go of the frustration because you don't have the time and the energy to do the big projects that you want to do. But you can still quiet that little voice inside that's demanding for artistic release. So find ways to be creative in your housework and your day-to-day. It doesn't have to be a big masterpiece. It's just about keeping the spark alive. Remember, you can find inspiration in everything around you. Find a way today to play and have fun. Don't forget to click subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future.